Yo, welcome back everybody to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. My name is Niles, my friends, and today we are going to go on the World Tournament on 30X with the Pure Saiyan category. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, smashing that like. We're actually going to bring in the Extreme Z Awakening Broly and the free-to-play Raditz. And god damn it, don't you just hate? Well, these bots just get into battle with one another can take such a long time, but nonetheless, guys, we're going to prove a point once again. I kind of like to do this every World Tournament just to show you how powerful this free-to-play Raditz can be at 100% nonetheless. So let's go ahead. Let's kick this off. Let me know in the comment section below, how are you doing in the World Tournament overall? And pretty much, well, really, what are you going for? I really do like the new cell that is out. I believe he is a support unit, +2 key and attack and defense up 25%. I also believe he does downplay the attack, if I'm not mistaken, for all super type allies. So let's kick this off. We're actually running the physical Bardock for the 20% up, as well as the +2 key, of course. Now, really, what helps out Raditz is, I would say, go for the criticals. You're going to run into a lot of instances where you do have type disadvantage, and he's not necessarily able to take out all of the opponents right away. But like I said, as backup, I do have the Extreme Z Awakening Broly, and I do have LR Broly, by the way. I actually do prefer, once again, these guys are battling. Oh, all right. Just steal some points away from me. Go for it. But I do have LR Broly, I do have LR Majin Vegeta, and you can run them on the Pure Saiyan category, because keep it in mind, you're getting 130% up on the attack, so that's already 10% higher than your typical mono teams. But what really helps out is the 170% defense and HP up, which honestly really helps out. So more or less, I feel like I just wanted to prove a point right here and show you if it's well worth your time to actually go and 100% your free-to-play Raditz. So typically, as a friend, I do bring something like an AGL Rose if I'm not able to find an STR Rose. I do like him for the key support. He actually does help out very nicely. And most of the items that I do bring in is something like a Poar just to help out with Broly, since the Raditz is pretty self-sufficient with his support passive, or excuse me, his attack passive. We also do have the Ghost Usher and the King Yama just to kind of help out, just in case I feel like, well, I'm not necessarily going to be able to take out all the enemies on the field. And of course, I am running the Tech Jocko, as well as the Intelligence Chaozu. They do stun for 1 turn. If you don't have one of them on rotation, 9 times out of 10, you'll have them on the second rotation, so it kind of helps out and gives you a little bit breathing room in order to beat these guys. So, Extreme Z Awakening Broly, I am only missing, I think, about 1 duplicate for this guy. But on 30X, averaging around 300 to 800, and landing monstrous 1.4 million criticals. Really nice. I do like the Extreme Z Awakening Broly slightly better than the LR Broly, just for his defensive aspect, which is quite nice. You don't necessarily need to launch off a super attack, you just actually need to get off an attack, which is extremely useful. So you can see that the Intelligent Chaozu already stunned everybody on the field for us, which is, like I said, gives us a lot of breathing room. So I wouldn't necessarily go ahead and, well, maybe super attack 10 them. I mean, it's of course up to you, but still does help out. So this Raditz, overall, like I said, it's not the greatest unit, but for World Tournament purposes, and I would say anything between 20X and below, you should be nearly one-shotting everything. But it's kind of like that territory when you get to level 25 and above, where it does get somewhere sketchy, where I do think you do need to have a backup plan. So maybe LR Broly, like LR Majin Vegeta, or even the Tech Majin Vegeta, which is also very nice. I've had a lot of requests to show off that guy. So I figure, you know what? Let's actually go through all of these battles right now and just show you what it's like. I'm currently approaching my 20th win, and I've kind of been slacking off in terms of making videos, but I do appreciate your support. So I think for here, just for the video sake purposes, we'll just bring in another Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, because he does attack up to multiple times, so he can take out a lot of enemies. But back on track, I have been moving into a new house, and all of my recording equipment has kind of been everywhere. Not to mention, I've been doing around 60-hour work weeks, so it's nearly double of what I've typically been doing So I will continue the 100% support, excuse me, the 100% support showcases, of course, as well as many others. So right now you see that, unfortunately, we got both of these stunning guys on the rotation with us. I would typically like to have them on one another, but that's quite all right. It looks like I am going to have at least Broly on the next rotation. So I will convert those AGL orbs into the STR, and we should be able to pretty much mow on right through everybody. But like I said, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, not only good for his leader skill, typically what I did is nuke my way through the world tournaments. But since this guy does attack multiple times, it makes it a hell of a lot easier. We're not even going to, I don't even think to, there we go. I thought I was going to have to convert some orbs. But sometimes you just find some really good orb placement, so take your time when it does come to the world tournament overall. Looking around in 800,000 for the attack stat. Can we land some crits though? Would be nice. There we go, 1.5 crit, 800k, 1.5 crit. There we go, just mowing on right through 30x like it's our absolute job. So really good value, I'd say, for the free-to-play Raditz. Like I said, do have a backup plan, something like any of the Majin Vegetas, of course. And if you did want to kind of get tricky, I do suppose that you could maybe even nuke with the STR cell. Just wouldn't be in your best bet, just because you do need that 11 key super attack. So now we're going to hop on to our second to last battle. I think I'm actually on my 18th win, so I better not screw this up. So thank you as always for sticking around. It does mean a lot. If you have any other recommendations for showcases on this channel, I will consider it. And I think for now, you know what? We might as well just consider showing off a LR Broly if he is actually within our rotation, of course. So let's go ahead and see if we can do this. Now, these guys still are bots, I believe, based off people on your friends list, if not guest list, and how they do play. I'm kind of wondering if they are ever going to introduce a live PvP style, kind of like what Dragon Ball Legends has. But let me know if you guys would love to see PvP in Dokkan Battle, kind of like where Dokkan Battle is at right now. I'm not going to lie. I don't really mind what they're doing. All right, so let's go ahead and drop these. Should be able to just, yes, get a super attack off with the LR Broly. And we'll go ahead and absorb these orbs. Not that it really even matters, but like I said, we'll get the 20% support up from the Bardock, which really helps out, as well as the +2 key, which made that super attack possible. And then we have the Chaozu, once again, just stunning, which gives us a hell of a lot of breathing room. I believe this LR Broly was pretty much bare bones. I don't think any duplicates were built into this guy. Still able to clear the field, most likely always 9 times out of 10. He's going to hit harder than your Extreme Z Awakening Broly, but just for the sake of trying to get 20 wins and trying to be a little bit more cautious, since he does have more of a defensive aspect, that's why I am running the Extreme Z Awakening Broly. So now we're hopping on to, the last battle. So I think, just for fun, I think what I might do, ooh, there's a Kai I will gladly take, and I will do a summon for you guys at the end of this, of course. We'll go ahead and do a SSR ticket, I believe. Oh, hey, cool, let's do this. And just for fun, I think what I might do is let's go ahead and take out the King Yama. Let's go ahead and bring in a Deborah Candy. Let's see what we can do. You know, if it's the Extreme Z Awakening 100%, I don't think I'm going to be, I'm not going to use it. But if I do have Raditz, which it looks like he's on the rotation, I don't know. Should I use it? I feel like I should, but I shouldn't. I don't know. We got... We'll see what we can do. I'm probably most likely going to take a Ghost Usher. I would not be as frugal with the Ghost Ushers. I mean, you know, it's up to you guys, what you guys want to use, of course. But let's go ahead and do this. I think I still should be okay right here. This might be one of those instances where I need to, yeah, definitely use a Ghost Usher. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and let's go, you know what, let's just do this. Let's bring in the Deborah Candy. I did want to show off the free-to-play Raditz, of course. And oh, I don't think we could change any of them, if I'm not mistaken, which does suck. So about that, yeah, I don't think we could change any of them. I don't think the Deborah Candy actually applies. So let's go ahead and do this just in case Raditz is not able to get the job done. So we'll do a back-to-back nuking style with a dual 100% attack all unit. Look at around 83,000 though for that attack stat, which is quite nice on the free-to-play Raditz. Of course, I did forget to go over what this card actually does. His passive skills attack 50% up from the start of the turn, and an additional +6 key, attacking defense 30% when facing 2 or more enemies. So it's more or less why this unit is so good when he does come to the World Tournament. But do forgive me, I don't think you actually can use the Deborah candy. Look at around 380 something for the attack stat at the moment. Let's see if he can one-shot right on through. Don't think he's going to be able to necessarily. He's thinking out some cards though, so for comparison's sake, we'll at least be able to see what this 100% Broly can do. No Super Saiyan, raw stats. Oh, I think we got Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta still on the field, but luckily enough for us, we got the Tech Jocko and everybody else back on track. So let's go ahead and save these orbs since everybody is kind of stunned. Unless this Bardock actually decides to get off an additional attack and a critical, of course, which doesn't look like he's going to be able to do. So let's bring out this Broly. Let's bring him back on track. Or do I kind of have my faith in the Raditz? Let's actually bring the Raditz back on. This is his showcase. And then we'll have the Evolution Vegeta at the end. All right, so free to play Raditz. Second time is a charm. Can he clear everybody out? There we go, 500k crit and 500k crit. Just going to show you that running Raditz on 30x, well, not the most idealistic, right? It is good to have a backup plan, of course, but nonetheless, he does get the job done. So I would highly recommend investing your stones, excuse me, your time and orbs into this particular character. Of course, if you do have summonable LRs that do have AoEs, it's completely up to you. But being the fact that I am a channel, well, it's more or less why I am doing it here. So let's go ahead, let's do one single summon. So if you do have a guaranteed SSR ticket, let me know in the comment section below what you guys have pulled. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have all of these normal SSRs. So I really don't want any duplicates. There's not too much I need nowadays, but what I would like to get is I did never get this Vegeta. I did skip that World Tournament. I would like another duplicate of the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. But this Gohan right here, I would absolutely love. +2 key, attacking defense 25% up for all allies, if I am not mistaken. Also does have Z Fighter, so he is really, really, really good on the Hybrid Saiyan category. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be going for. But like I said, let me know in the comment section below what you guys have pulled. And yes, that's Super Boo to the left. Does get I believe, a Dokkan Awaken, which I will max out to Super Attack 10. I think I have one duplicate for him. So maybe we can actually pull another duplicate, preferably would like that STR Gohan. And we did get a Super Saiyan 3 animation. Not that it really matters, but I do appreciate it. And we're going to be able to get, oh, speaking of which, we got the Boo. So we got the bottom right-hand side unlocked and the upper left-hand side unlocked for this card. So we'll stick it right there. I'll probably be doing a big summon later on, especially for the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, of course. Big shout out to Jinta at Limit Breaker Stones. Check them out in the description below, of course. They are my primary stone vendor. Don't ever pay full price for stones, of course, unless, well, they are offering maybe a purple dragon stone, blue dragon stone, something of the sort. But once again, guys, my name is Niles. Stick around for later content as always, yo. But I gotta stick to grinding. Peace out, guys.